Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small-cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small-cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small-cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small-cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
And we're live. Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed. Looking at a $94,000 Bitcoin. By the way, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So we're looking at a $94,000 Bitcoin. And pretty much every day, every week, we're looking at a new high. Right? We keep on making new highs. So the question is, how high are we going to go? When is this going to stop? And most importantly, when are my bags going to blow? What's going on? Because we see Bitcoin going up, but we see the altcoins are not really going up. There's only certain coins that have been doing really well. And a lot of the coins that have been doing well are the legacy coins, some of the old coins like ADA and XRP. Coins that we don't expect to be doing well. The reason those coins are doing so well is twofold. One is that we have the new people entering the market, folks from the last cycle that left and said, forget this, I'm done with crypto. They're seeing Bitcoin bust out and break out to all-time highs, and they're coming back into the market. And as they come back into the market, they remember the altcoins that they used to have, right? And they're looking at them now at the current prices, and they're seeing that they're at bargain prices. So that's why some of the large cap legacy coins have been pumping. Now, if you look at the mid cap coins and the small cap coins, they're completely getting decimated. And that's because Bitcoin dominance is dominating. Bitcoin dominance is on the rise. Right, Bitcoin dominance currently is 61.2, and well, if you look at this candle, I'm on this monthly candle here. It's wicking from down here, so it's a bullish candle. So are we going to go all the way back up to 70%? If we get a God candle on Bitcoin, right? Because Bitcoin's currently 94K. And we're in unprecedented territory, meaning that we were not this high before. So we truly do not know how high it's going to go. It looks like, I'm sorry, I was looking at a trade that I had open here. But check this out. So Bitcoin right here, from the Fibonacci retracement that I ran, the next level is around 102,000. So it's possible that we push and we head up towards that Fibonacci level, right? If you take the highs here from the last cycle, the high was around 69K, the low is 15,500. You get this Fibonacci retracement. And it's been pretty much following the levels. We've had resistance here around, well, this was the prior 69K, and now it's blue skies heading up to this 102,000. Short term, yes, it's possible that we can get pullbacks. We're far away from the EMAs, the 200 EMA and the 50 EMA, so it is possible that we get pullbacks. But it looks pretty much that we're in a blue sky breakout until we test 102,000, and after 102,000, 130,000 is a key level, and also around 150. Now, that all being said, we're in uncharted territory. We don't know for a fact that it's going to go there. But I will say that given everything that I see in front of me, I think it's actually quite likely that we head towards those numbers. And also, nothing moves in a straight line. We're not just going to go there in a straight line. There probably will be some shakeouts along the way. But I will say overall, it looks like pretty much that Bitcoin is going to be heading up. And because of that, because the institutional money knows that, and because the big money knows that, the Bitcoin dominance is probably going to be heading up for a while. We've broken some key resistance areas right here around 60. And again, the next level, there are levels in between, don't get me wrong, but a key level of resistance here is 70%. So it is quite possible that we head up towards there. If Bitcoin were to get some God candles, to the levels that I mentioned before, it's quite possible that that's how we get Bitcoin dominance to then shoot up at the same time. And what that means for our altcoins, unfortunately, is that some liquidity is going to be coming out of our altcoins and going into Bitcoin, because people are going to want to play the safer bet, staying safe in Bitcoin or safer than altcoins, and leaving the altcoins and putting their liquidity into Bitcoin, which means that our altcoins are going to continue to take a beating. We are also in we're also finishing up November. It's November 20th right now. So as we head into the conclusion of the fourth quarter, there's only so long that Bitcoin dominance could continue to go up, because we've seen historically that the altcoin dominance that changes towards the end of the fourth quarter in the half a year, right? So what that means is that we're going to have a period. We're going to have a period of where the Bitcoin dominance starts to fall, and starts to fall rapidly. So last cycle, this is November of 2020. You will see that December of 2020 here, January of 2021, we peaked out with the Bitcoin dominance above 70%. This was approximately 73% on this wick. And this is a bullish reversing, or should I say a bearish reversing candle. It depends on how you look at it. If you have altcoins, it's bullish for you, right? But this is a reversing candle right here. And this was January 2021. And you've seen how rapidly this thing starts to fall, right? So most of the move finished up by May of 2021. And then you have sideways action here heading towards the end of the year. And actually a reversal in June of 2022. So most of the action happened within a 4-month period from January to May, a 4 or 5 month period here. And if history were to repeat itself, or to be very similar to what happened before, that means that Bitcoin dominance could possibly head up towards the end of the year. We might go as high as 70%. Again, I do not know. I will say this. This is what I will say. I will say that the altcoins now that we have in this cycle are better than the altcoins from the past cycle. They have more of a use case. They actually have their own ETF, some of them, and there's going to be new ETFs, possibly a Solana ETF, an ADA ETF, a Dogecoin ETF, in light of the new administration that we have in the United States. So these future ETFs might curtail some of the Bitcoin dominance, or bring more dominance back to the altcoin. So maybe we don't reach all the way up here to 70%. I will say in the short term, I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to continue to rise because of the amount of momentum that we have now in Bitcoin, because of nation states adopting Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the talk of the town, because we have the momentum. We're experiencing new all-time highs every day. So we probably have quite a push left in us. And also in Bitcoin, and also if you look at the chart from the prior cycle, you see that it took the end of the year before Bitcoin dominance topped out. So it gives us another, month and a quarter or so for Bitcoin to continue to push up. So it's quite possibly we keep on heading up. Now, do we reach the full 70%? We might not, right? But if we do get a God candle and Bitcoin ends up going to like 130, 150, or any of these kind of numbers, then that could propel us quite a lot, right? And at that point, I believe that we start to, we start to top out. And with those kind of levels, you just need a little bit to spill over. It's kind of like a well spilling over into small cups at the bottom of the well. A little bit of that water that falls over into the cup is enough to make those cups overflow. So you could see coins popping off like popcorn randomly and start doing multiple numbers, like 10x over here, 12x, 50x over in some of the smaller coins. This is possible. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, but again, this is something to look out for. So even though Bitcoin is killing it and has a possibility to continue to kill it heading towards the end of the year, I would say that it's still a good idea to position yourself in altcoins, because once the ball starts rolling, once the race starts, you can't bring the racehorses back. They're going to be gone, right? So it's still a good idea to position yourself in some altcoins. It's still also a good idea to always hold on to some Bitcoin, because we do not know how high this is going to go or how fast it's going to run. We might think we know how fast it's going to run. We may think we know how high it's going to go. But if a nation state all of a sudden says we're going to beat the United States to making a Bitcoin a reserve currency, if one of these countries say, you know what, we're going to print or we're going to use or fiat and we're going to start buying Bitcoin now and preempt the United States, all of a sudden you have a crypto arms race. And that takes, you see all of this TA, that supersedes everything here that I'm showing you. That will change the entire demographics, or change the schematics of what I'm trying to show you. It will be completely different. It will be a completely different story at that time. And it would be a crypto investor's wet dream if that were to happen. So just be cognizant that Bitcoin has run, but we don't know how high Bitcoin is going to go, and it could surprise us all. It's possible this cycle we have institutional investment. We also have the biggest hedge fund managers in the world that are now pushing Bitcoin. So you have to take things into perspective, right? We don't know for sure. So if there are wild cards here, that if these cards are played, it changes the valuations of everything we're looking at. Now, hypothetically speaking, let's speak hypothetically, because I like to do that sometimes on this channel. Hypothetically speaking, let's say that we do have a crypto arms race, and we do have nation states now vying for Bitcoin and vying for Bitcoin supremacy, if you will. And what kind of prices could we be looking at? If that were to happen, speaking speculatively, right, we can see multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars for Bitcoin if that were to happen, if that were to play out, right? It doesn't have to happen, but I'm saying it's all a possibility. Because what is about to happen is that the liquidity cycle is about to change to green, to money on, which means that all around the world there's going to be quadruple the amount of fiat, or triple or double the amount of fiat by the time all of this is over, which means that the assets are going to have to be repriced. All assets are going to have to be repriced. Now, if I'm in one of these nations and I am a nation builder and I'm a leader of one of these nations, and I realize that my purchasing power and the purchasing power of my country is going to be halved by, let's say, the middle of next year, right? Not next year, the middle of 2 years from now, 2026, that my fiat currency is going to be worth half, I might, to hedge against the inflation, I might consider backing my currency by something that cannot be mass produced, that cannot be printed, and cannot be multiplied by 1,000, thereby lowering the value of each individual dollar. I might back it by gold because that's what they did in the past, and it led to a lot of political issues in the 70s. I might back it by something that is finite that other countries can't just reproduce. And Bitcoin allows countries to do this, but it does not. You don't have to hoard it and carry it with you. It's not as cumbersome to carry as gold is, because gold, when if you're trying to back your nation by gold, we're talking about tons of gold, and that's not easy to move, and that's not easy to trade with or barter with, because now how are you going to move the gold? Are you going to put it on a plane? It's heavy, right? So it's not that, and the kind of security you need for that, you need an army to protect it, right? Federal Reserve Bank. You need policemen, the National Guard. If that doesn't work, you need the army. You need special forces. There are operations all over the world to acquire assets like this, covert operations, to acquire gold and diamonds and things that are not known to the public. But with something like Bitcoin, you can conceal your Bitcoin without everyone knowing that you have it. You could also, if you're a nation state, you can say that our currency is backed by Bitcoin and it's redeemable for Bitcoin. And that now bolsters up your currency and gives it more credibility around the world, because no one knows how to crack the Satoshi Nakamoto encryption, right? So, yes. So to culminate everything I'm saying, Bitcoin's currently at 94K. We're saying that 94K is, no, that's not what we're saying. A lot of people are thinking 94K is a top, 100K is a top. Um, from what I'm seeing, I think that we're actually just getting started. And if that truly is the case, it's actually quite scary. Why is it scary? It's scary because Bitcoin could literally end up being a reserve currency, and if Bitcoin does become a reserve currency, that means that the valuation of Bitcoin at 100K could just be the starting point. And some numbers that we've heard before of where Bitcoin could go that we thought were ridiculous and foolish were, well, it could actually go there, right? Now, why is it scary? Well, it's scary because of what I've just said, and it also changes a lot of the rules that we've come accustomed to around the world as far as financial power and rules and laws, right? Because anyone can hold Bitcoin in any country, right? But another reason it becomes scary is because if Bitcoin ends up going to multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars, what is the valuation of something like Cardano or BNB or these other coins or Ethereum? Hypothetically speaking, let's say Bitcoin goes to 500K. I'm not saying it's going to go there. Again, I don't know where it's going to go. But let's say if it were to do so, then what should be the valuation of Cardano then if Bitcoin goes to 500K, right? And more importantly, a small coin like these micro caps that I deal with on this channel, what should be the valuation of Gero Wallet if Cardano goes to like $6 or some number like that? Then how much is Gero Wallet? And another thing too, if Bitcoin were to go to 500K, then wouldn't that mean that a $6 Cardano is undervalued? Right? This is the reason why it's scary. It's scary because if Bitcoin's value goes to these multiple hundreds of thousands, that means there has to be a re-valuation of all of the altcoins. And it could mean that a lot of these other coins that right now are small and are fun to play with and are not really serious, that their valuations could end up becoming something that is astronomical. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is that we might actually be in our .com moment where we end up creating one of the biggest bubbles that you've ever seen, biggest bubbles in the history known to man. It's possible, right? It's possible that we're about to enter the biggest bubble that we've ever seen leading into 2025, where the valuation of crypto in general becomes completely ridiculous, to where people start becoming, on paper anyway, start becoming millionaires overnight. That's what is possible. All right. So I wanted to put that out there. None of this is financial advice. This is for learning and educational purposes. I am Crypto.XL. I'm a crypto enthusiast, and I'm just giving you my opinion, right? If we look at the NUPL, the net unrealized profit loss, we're still in the yellow area, and we are not yet fully we're not yet fully to the point where it's time to really get concerned as far as Bitcoin pulling back and the markets crashing. Actually, I believe we're in the gates of Valhalla and we're about to go higher, even with the pullbacks. Now, if we're talking about the top 100 altcoins and how they're performing against Bitcoin, well, that is a different story. We're currently seeing them get wrecked. If you look at Goat's down 17%. This is a meme coin. It's on a lot of exchanges, including Crypto.com, and it's been doing really, really well over the past month. If you were to look at it on a monthly, it's up 127%. So Sui's up 73%, Radium's up 119%, Pepe's up a lot. Ooh, look at XRP, 100%, Crow 128%. Now this is on the monthly. Okay, so on a monthly, a lot of the old coins, ADA 122%, Doge 161%. On the monthly, a lot of the old coins are crushing it, completely crushing it. Dogecoin, we've seen this at, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I think it was 10 cents and it went up to like 40 cents. So that's a 4x in a very, very short amount of time. It's saying on a monthly it's up 120, 161%, but a month and a half ago I saw this at 10 cents. I think it's at about 30 something cents right now. So the point I'm trying to make is that the way to win in crypto is to buy these coins when they're in the red, deep in the red, and just to hold on to their life. You know, when you're in a bull market, hold on in a bull market, not in a bear market. I didn't say hold on in a bear market. Hold on in a bull market, because your coin, it'll do one of two things. Either it could continue to go down and some of these coins will go to zero, but some of these legacy cryptos, they'll probably still be around for a while, even if their valuation is low. So you buy them when they're low and you just sit back and hold. You might have to wait a year. You might have to wait a whole year. Like if you bought ADA in a bear market at 24 cents, that would have been a 3x now. Right now, ADA is not one of the most performing coins. It's been beaten up and it's been underperforming the market. While other coins were doing a 10x, ADA wasn't doing anything, right? Um, but the way to win in crypto is to buy cryptos that you have conviction in, and you just hold them. And you don't put that much money in there. If you put a lot of money in there, you're going to watch a chart every day, and then ADA will disappoint you, and you would sell your ADA, and you would not get the 121% gain that we're seeing today, because you would have sold it, right? And now you want to buy ADA. You want to buy ADA now that it's up, and that's why most people lose in crypto. And so you have to pretty much do the opposite of what your feelings are telling you to do, right? So Pepe's up. A lot of these coins were great buying opportunities. So this is on a monthly, right? But if you were to look on a daily, you'll see that they're being decimated on a daily. The reason why they're being decimated on the daily is because I showed you that the Bitcoin dominance is at 61% and rising. So a lot of liquidity is being sucked out of these altcoins and is being put into Bitcoin. Now, for those of you that are patient, that have a little spare change and are looking to DCA, the ones that are the reddest, right, are pretty much, these coins are actually top performers, but they're red today. Like Peanuts down 15%, Popcats down 15%, Goats 17% down, Beams. These are all solid coins here in the top 100, right? Render is solid. We were getting this a lot cheaper, so we're still up on Render. But a lot of these coins, bounce down 9%. But the ones that are bright red, I think these are good buys here, man. Like Peanut, Popcat, Beam. Um, the Bitcoin dominance, it could continue to dominate leading towards the end of December. So buying these coins are not to make a quick flip. I think trying to make a quick flip in crypto eventually leads to wreckage, because even if you get some small term gains overall, because of the short term thinking, you end up getting wrecked. It's better to zoom out and to look at things on a monthly or biweekly or monthly. And if you look at it this way, you can see that currently we're like right around here. Hold on, let me. It's actually November of 2020. We're right around here. So our upside is, well, dramatic. Okay, we have a lot more upside potential, and by upside I mean soon, real soon, upside potential. But this is upside in Bitcoin. You have to remember this. It's upside potential in Bitcoin. To be really clear, the altcoins did not start moving until we broke our all-time highs, and our all-time highs, we broke it pretty much December-ish, heading into January, and that's when altcoins completely went berserk. Went by berserk. Let me explain to you what I mean by berserk. I mean, by the time this was done, and this was up until April of 2021, ADA did 150x. That's what I mean by berserk. When I say 150x, I don't mean 150%. I mean, pretty much if you put in $1,000, it would have turned into $150,000. So that's what I mean by berserk. So the money that's currently in Bitcoin, we're talking about trillions of dollars now. We're not no longer talking in the billions anymore, because we're not cheap. Now we're talking about trillions of dollars. So should this repeat again, which it looks like it is, because if you look at the cycles, it's very similar to what's happening now. It seems like it's happening again. We're looking at trillions of dollars flowing into coins over here that have market caps. Man, this market cap is this market cap. I'm showing you Shockwaves over here. It has a market cap of not even $1 million, right? This is 811,000. Gamey, this is 16 million. I've paid 6 million. So these tiny coins that we're dealing with here in the Patreon, these are the kind of coins that should everything repeat again, and should this money flow into some of these coins, we're talking about multiple X's here. Now, nothing is guaranteed. Crypto is high risk. If you look at the coins on my list, I have Andy from Base over here. Some of these coins are going to go to zero. I don't know which ones are going to go to zero, but I have strong conviction that with the coins that I've picked, if some of them do what has happened in the past, when Bitcoin, the total crypto market cap was below like 2 trillion. It was probably 1 point something trillion, and I'm anticipating us going up trillions. Should what happened before happen again with these kind of coins over here, it does a few of them doing what I think they're going to do will pay for all the investments. It will pay for everything. It'll pay for the ones that go to zero, and it will leave me up multiple X's. Now, I realize that crypto is highly risky. I realize that I'm taking responsibility for what I decide to do with crypto, and that I'm not a financial advisor. And you can lose all your money in crypto, right? So make sure you know that. Do not put your mortgage money in there, your rent, your college tuition, or anything like that, because this is gambling. It's just strategic gambling, right? But I realize what I'm doing, and I am taking those risks. If you want to go on this journey with me and to see exactly what I'm doing, so far we've been spot on with a lot of our decisions. And I'm patient enough to wait. That's another thing. I'm going to be waiting for what I expect to happen next month, especially January through April. I'm patient enough to wait. I've been waiting for a long time. I'm waiting so long, I've been getting gray hair. You seen how long I've been waiting? That's how long I've been waiting. Patiently waiting to explode, right? So I'm patiently waiting. And if you want to see which coins I'm buying and what prices, we are welcome to join the Patreon. We'll be happy to have you aboard. and you can enjoy the ride with me. Currently, some of the capital have spilled over. If you look on the monthly, some of the capital has spilled over into the top 100 altcoins, and you're seeing whatever. Look what's happening. Crow is up 128%. XRP is up 100%. So and these are the dead coins. These are the ones that you know people are not really expecting to do that much. So imagine what happens once the capital starts spilling over into these tiny micro cap. You need a microscope to see them. Now this is where you're going to get those multiples like the 40x's, those kind of multiples. And again, we can't say exactly like this one's definitely going to 40x no matter what. I'm not saying that. I don't know that. What I am doing is I'm taking strategic bets. I know some of them are going to be duds, but I think a lot of them are going to end up surprising us, and a lot of them are going to do really, really well. And it does also depend on what Bitcoin does, but Bitcoin's doing what Bitcoin does, right? Bitcoin is doing what Bitcoin does, right? Now, I don't want to keep the video too long, but what I will say is you'll see my buy alert. You see what I'm buying, when I'm buying, and we can ride this ride together. And it'll be very, very exciting. There's a lot of coins that we've been doing well on. We have a few 30x's.
Welcome to Crypto.XL, where we uncover the hidden gems of the crypto market. Are you ready to discover the next big thing in investing? Get ready to embark on an exhilarating journey with us as we hunt for small cap coins with the potential to explode. Join us as we dive deep into the world of small cap cryptocurrencies, exploring their untapped potential and uncovering opportunities for growth that could turn your investment into a fortune. Whether you're a seasoned investor looking for the next big winner or a newcomer eager to learn the ropes, Crypto.XL is your ultimate destination for insightful analysis, expert tips, and the latest trends in the small cap crypto market. Remember, this is not financial advice. Only invest money you can afford to lose. Don't miss out on the opportunity of a lifetime. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this thrilling adventure to uncover small cap gems that could skyrocket your portfolio to new heights. Let's make 50-100x gains together.
And we're live. Good day, guys. This is Crypto.XL, back today with more crypto updates and news. And as predicted, the Ethereum ETF has passed